Hey guys, Jacob here. As you know, Year 6, Season 3, Burden of Truth launches tomorrow, and this time around it's going to be Agent Kelso, kinda again, which we already kinda went after her intel in a few manhunts ago before even Keener popped back up, which is really weird that we're doing again, but pretty cool. She has a brand new outfit, and we're also going to be getting some brand new lore, but it is nice to see her character appear again. And this is going to be the Year 6 Season 3 patch notes. Of course, you guys can see contents. We have modifiers, which is going to be expanded gear stash space, gear and weapons, reworks, season pass, etc., etc. And this time around, it's going to be a Rogue Momentum we're going to be talking about for the global modifier example. And then, of course, as you guys know about the other ones, about Frenzy, Reaper Scan, Overdrive, stuff like that. And Rogue Momentum, which this is the new one, the new global modifier. Rogue Momentum is all about skill, bending the rules, and using dirty tactics to dominate in high-risk, high-reward combat. The more enemies you eliminate, the more momentum you build, but keeping it is just as crucial as gaining it. Momentum builds up through combat actions with different skills, granting different amounts. Standard enemies give a small boost, while headshot skill-based elimination, multi-kills, and explosive takedowns provide even bigger gains. Elite targets offer even greater momentum, making them high priority threats as you take down enemies where momentum meter fills, pushing you through different tiers, each unlocking powerful combat bonuses. Next, we have momentum tiers and bonuses. Higher tiers means faster movement and better reload speed, increased weapon and skill damage, and even faster rate of fire. At the top tier, you gain skill overcharge, letting you use abilities more often. You guys can see right here, tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is calculated, swift, ruthless, savage, and unstoppable, which is pretty cool. Those are all momentums right there, so you guys can see by the percentages. So it's 5, 10, 15, and then you have 15% rate of fire. So it's a little different for each one, but they do gain all the way up to 20 and 25%, and then you get overcharge. However, momentum doesn't stack. You only benefit from the tier you're currently at, and if you lose momentum, you drop to a lower tier. Momentum decay. Momentum slowly fades over time, both in and out of combat. Taking damage also slows down how quickly you can earn more momentum. To slow down decay, stay active. Sprinting up for at least 2 seconds slows the decay rate, and using pull stops it entirely for 5 seconds. Then you have blacklisted enemies. Keep an eye out for blacklisted enemies, randomly marked foes with slashed icons, which you guys will see tomorrow. Taking them down, getting a huge momentum boost, which you can see right here, standard blacklisted enemy, which is going to be 7% momentum, and then elite blacklisted enemy is 10% momentum. As a bonus, eliminate a blacklisted enemy grants Energize at a 15-second buff that increases weapon handling and critical chance by 10%. But be careful, if you don't take them down quickly, they can drain your momentum fast, so take them top priority and eliminate them as soon as possible. Then we have active modifiers. The active modifiers enhance an aggressive playstyle high-stake theme, while performing well grants powerful bonuses, while failure might even lead to reductions in armor and health. So we have Overdrive, Vendetta, and Tactical Supremacy. Overdrive is instantly maxes out momentum to 100%, granting powerful combat bonuses for a limited time. After wearing off, the momentum is gained for a rate of negative 70% for 150 seconds. Vendetta, activating Vendetta marks several enemies. Killing these enemies using a primary, secondary skill or pistol grants stacking tank bonuses. Failure to eliminate them imposes armor and health reduction penalties. Then we have Tactical Supremacy, doubles the effect of equipped passive modifiers for a limited time, while active momentum gain from passive modifiers is frozen, but also prevents blacklisted enemies from draining your momentum. Then we do have the passive modifiers. Players can choose 12 modifiers divided into skill-specific and general modifiers. Up to 3 can be equipped, which I'll go through these real quick, which some of you guys have already read some of these in the previous notes. Explosive Amp, Seeker Mind deals 100% more damage to blacklisted enemies. Critical Recovery, which is performing a critical hit restores 5% over your maximum armor. Critical Momentum, critical hits have a 50% chance to grant 1% momentum. And we have Momentum Surge, kills with skills, double momentum gain. Explosive Expertise, explosive skill kills, try saying that twice. Reduce the cooldowns of that skill by 30% if you score a multi-kill. Then we have Explosive Expertise, which is right there. Sorry, I just read that one. And then we have Reaper Scan. Enemies scanned with the pulse have a 25% chance to receive a blacklist mark. Aggressive Drone increases striker drone damage by 50%, reduces duration by 40%. That's pretty cool. I really dig the striker drone. Fortified Shield, strengthen any equipped shield base by 100%, allowing you to stay on the front lines longer. Reactive Reinforcement heals 5% your maximum armor when your shield takes damage. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Then you have the Overclocked Projector. The decoy emits a bright flash when destroyed or deactivated, blinding up the 2 enemies targeting it, which that's really cool. 5% bonus momentum for every affected hostile. This is the one I'm very excited about. This is Microwave Coils. Up to 4 enemies affected by pulse have a 50% chance to burn stats effect, receive a 5% bonus momentum for every affected hostile. And then you have Rigged Battery. Drones that are destroyed or dismantled applies a shock to 2 nearby enemies, receive a 5% bonus momentum affected hostiles, which that's cool if you have a drone build and it gets destroyed, then you can shock some enemies around, especially if they're like flooding around you. And then we have hostile countermeasures. Enemies push back against momentum with frenzy. Enemy frenzy, enemies gain rate of fire, momentum, speed, and armor and health regen. Then you have enemy frenzy scaling. The number of enemies that amount is rate applied scales up player's progression through the season chapters. And then finally, this is a main thing a lot of you guys are excited about. That's going to be expanded stash base. So now we do have 50 extra stash slots for Warlords of New York owners, 50 extra stash slots for year 1 pass holders, and then the stash space obtained for standard characters will also be available on hardcore characters. So both those together, that's 100 stash space. Now we have some new gear, weapon, and talents, which the first one is going to be the Oxpecker, which is going to be the new SMG. This is a named MP7, which to me it kind of looks like a toy, I guess. But the talent is Symbiosis. While having a shield deployed, lose shield health at a rate of 10% per second. Your shield receive repairs of 25% of the damage dealt by this weapon. And you have weapon mods, which is plus 10 rounds, optic 50% optimal range, and underbarrel 15% critical hit chance. And that's what it looks like. We have the new exotic gloves called the Exodus, which is talent Smokescreen for PvE and PvP. We have 2 talents here for PvP and PvE. PvE first, on armor break, drop a smoke bomb at your feet and conceal your enemies for 3 seconds, cooldowns 40 seconds. For PvP, on armor break, drop a smoke bomb at your feet, receive 100% pulse resistance, and hide your nameplate for 2 seconds, cooldown is 40 seconds. Attributes, you have core, red, crit chance, and critical hit damage. We have some new gear. This is going to be the new gear set, Refractor, which is 2, 3, and 4. So you have 50% status, 25% skill damage, and the unique talent, of course, which is Return to Sender. For PvE, receive repairs up to 10% of damage dealt by your skills. Your allies will receive a repair of 20% of damage dealt by your skills, which is really cool. For PvP, receive 5%, and then it cuts down to 10%. So it's 5% reduction, 10% reduction. Then you have the backpack and chest. Chest piece and backpack talents. The chest piece bonus is going to be increased interest. Increase repairs received return to sender from 5% to 15% from 10 to 20. For PvP, it is increased from 10 to 25 and 20 to 35. Then you have over-engineered, that's the backpack. While full armor repairs received from return to sender will provide bonus armor, up to 80% of your total armor does not apply to allies. Then you have the Shiny Monkey gear set, or the brand set, that is, not gear. 1 piece, 2 piece, and 3. 15% skill duration, 5% skill efficiency, and 52% repair skill. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be using this for healing, obviously. And then we have the new named gear pieces, which is Axle, Talent, Perfect Energize. Using armor kits grant plus 1 skill tier for 15 seconds. If already skill tier 6, grants overcharge for 30 seconds. Named knee pads, Grease, Talent, Perfect Talent attribute, 16% stats effect. So we have that. So I feel like these would be, for duration and efficiency, people might be pairing this with that as well. Then we have the Refractor gear set picture. This is what it looks like. I kind of dig the vest. It looks pretty cool. I think that's awesome. And the shirt too. I don't know if that's base, but if that's like a dark navy, I kind of like that also. Maybe I've never seen that, and if it's in the game, let me know. I don't recall that being a base game shirt. I know there's like a black one, but I don't remember there being a blue one. Then we have some new named weapons and talents. Rusty Goalie, which is both are, one's named Rusty, one's Goalie. One's an RPK, one's an FAL. Amplifies weapon damage by 20% to enemies under stats effect. Same goes for the FAL, and then we have the normal, which is going to be 15%. Now, the Master Climax mission. Once we've gotten through all the Kelso pretty much missions, depending on how many there's going to be. I think there's like 5 already so far, guaranteed. So I have a feeling there might be like 15 just like the other one, which is pretty cool. I really dig the style of this. I think it was really cool. But that's going to be 50% revive speed, which is pretty crazy. Then negative 50% weaken debuff time, and then provides 50% damage resistance to both agents while reviving or being revived. And for the 5 seconds after a successful revive provides plus 1 skill tier for 30 seconds. Revives a skill tier 6, grants overcharge for 15. And that's going to be the backpack, which I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be really cool. And it does look really cool as well. Reworks. Reload speed. This is going to be for Year 6, Season 3. You guys can see these weapons were buffed for reload speed. And you can see here as well, it looks like the Lexington got a nerf for damage. Also got, these guys got reload speed increases. Same goes for these guys. Looks like they did leave the Vector and the Slayer by themselves. L86 was left alone on the LMGs. Rifles, looks like they got buffed. The M1A variants and 1886 were left alone. The M45A1 was left alone for pistols. Quality of life. Modifiers have been removed from priority objectives and are available as rewards in the seasonal journey. Active modifiers now trigger without ADS. Clear visibility and active modifiers duration and cooldown. Progression objectives. Players receive 10% season pass progression boost for having seasonal modifiers active. The bonus also stacks with additional progression boosts granted from season pass premium owners, helping you level up faster. Season pass XP is now available as a reward completing select in-game activities, including main mission, countdowns, conflict, descent, summit, LWAs, DZ landmark activities. Rewards are granted upon completing objectives, not for individual eliminations. Warhound convoys, elite resource convoys, elite territory control objectives have been removed from the list of priority objectives. Priority objectives reroll bars are now automatically refilled refilled to 3 every 24 hours. Scavenging points, you guys can see here on the watch, have been rebalanced to ensure consistent resource per point ratio. You can check that out there. Here's Season 2, here's Season 3. And then the Season Pass. The optional Season Pass is available for Division 2 players starting at level 1, priced at 1,000 premium credits, which is going to be pretty much $10 depending on your region. Additional players can get Premium Plus option available for $29.99 in your regional equivalent with bundles Premium Season Pass for multiple rewards offering even greater value. Which is, you can see here, 10 gear dies, 9 weapon skins, 2 outfits, 2 prestige arm patches. And then moreover, players can earn 600 premium credits by progressing through the season pass and the premium track, so you will get 600 for the premium track. The free track will also include 1 outfit and 1 weapon skin, allowing every agent to gear up and stand out in the streets of DC. And then finally, we have the one-time offer, which is a new helmets, the Claude Pack, which comes with 2,000 credits plus 600 credit bonuses and an exclusive item. So you guys can buy that. This is going to be for $19.99. It also includes 2,000 premium credits plus a 600 bonus, like I said. So it's a pretty cool helmet. I'd like to get a little closer look at it, but it looks like it's orange. I think that's a lion, it looks like, on the side of it. That's pretty neat, though. But overall, that's going to be about it for the patch notes for Year 6, Season 3. So I'm very excited for tomorrow, and I will be covering all the things that are in these over time, depending on how long it takes for them to unlock. I just hope this doesn't go as long as the other one, as much as I like the other one. I'm hoping potentially maybe if we do have 15 or 16, at least we'll get the DLC hopefully after. But maybe they'll add some things in between to make these pop. I know there's supposed to be a little bit more events as well. I know they were talking about an Easter event today, actually, which I'm very excited to see what that's going to be about. But hopefully more stuff pops up in between, and maybe we do have a few store outfits. I'd love to see some new Hunter outfits appear in the store. And overall, maybe just some news on the next DLC, and maybe even a teaser once it starts getting down the road. Maybe I'd say into like March. Maybe something would be maybe could pop up. I'm not really sure, but only one way will tell, or only time will tell. Sorry I cannot speak tonight, guys. I'm really sorry about that. It is a little late when I'm recording this video, at least for me, that is. But overall, I do appreciate all your support, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.